and I have 6+ years of experience in IT, including Windows, VMware, and in VMware, I would say detailed, in-depth knowledge of VMware. I'll say, especially from the sysops perspective, which is vCenter and ESXi, because ESXi is the core. Without ESXi, you cannot have anything. ESXi is the one which hosts everything. So I'll take you quickly through my expertise. So I started my career with IBM in 2015 and then worked there for 2.5 years and then went to VMware, the VMware company itself, where I got a very vast knowledge, in-depth knowledge, I'll say, because when you work with a product-based company, that is where you get your hands to make it dirty, okay? That is where you explore all number of stuffs because that is the last resort which people reach out to, the product based company, the final support. Okay, whatever issue it happens, for example, if you have a Windows laptop, where do you reach out? You reach out to the Microsoft team in case if it's something related to the software. And beyond that, there's no other option beyond that, right? First you troubleshoot on your level, on your basis, on your expertise level, and then you reach out to them. So that is how it is. So so VMware was the place which gave me in-depth knowledge, in-depth learning, and that kicked me to ahead and do those certifications. So I held a bunch of certifications. I'd say not a lot, but yeah, sufficient enough to like have a good understanding and a way to showcase myself. Like, okay, this is what I do, and this is what I hold the expertise in. So after that, I left VMware and then currently I'm with Walmart. But yeah, the fundamentals are still the same. VMware technology. Hey, Mamidi, I think you are just 2 minutes late, I'll say. Though we gave like 10 minutes, but yeah. So I was giving a quick introduction of myself and like where have I come from and what are the expertise I hold and all. Okay. So just for you as well, my name is Anshuman and I have 6+ years of experience in Windows plus VMware, starting from IBM and then 2.5 years in VMware, and then here I'm in Walmart with the same expertise. Okay.
Hi.
Hey, was I audible all through this while?
Yeah, I can hear you all.
Oh, great. My bad, my bad. Okay, so I have like 2.5 years of experience, majorly in the VMware company itself where I worked, and I got a real gist of what VMware and the VMware technology is. Trust me, the technology is very vast, and VMware is the pioneer of the virtualization technology. Any company can come and go, but VMware has been sustaining, and in a short span of time, it has reached to great heights, not just in terms of like acquisitions, in terms of the service it provides, in terms of the technology and the redundancy, the stability it provides to the environment, and the opportunities are explicit. They are like immense opportunities. So I'll quickly take you through the through the PPT which I had prepared for all of us, so that you can have a look like, okay, what are we going to get from this training, what can we expect from this. Okay, so first of all, I hope you guys all will be doing good in this pandemic, because I know it has hit us hard and all these times we had been struggling through it. The work from home being the new normal has like set us back, and we can't go out the way the normal life which we are having have moved to a new normal. So I hope everyone is doing good and doing great. So yeah, here I start. So this is a Tech Skills Pro where you will be getting the training here. I'll go to the next one. So this is a short introduction from my end. Please don't go for the certifications. It's like if you do one, you get the eligibility for doing the other certifications. So this being the fundamental, data center virtualization, and prior to this, there is a VMware Foundations training. So that is an open book training. You don't need any like preparation and all for this. But yeah, even a slight knowledge of it will help you kickstart it. So after that, I have this 6.5 virtualization, and then I did a advanced professional, which is a lab based. So the first two certifications are only the objectives. The third one is a lab based. The fourth one is also a lab based, and the fifth one which you do. is when you do both of the third and fourth, the fifth one automatically gets credited to you. Okay. And again,
Hello,
the
sorry for interrupting. So,
no problem.
yeah, are you sharing the screen? Or
Oh, my bad. My
because
bad.
we are unable to see.
I'm very bad at it.
Yeah,
Thanks for highlighting it.
yeah,
My bad. Okay, I'll take you through all this stuff again. Are you able to see my screen now? Able to see my screen?
yeah. Now okay.
Okay, so now this is the academy where you guys should be getting the trainings. Okay, this is a quick introduction from my end, what I am and what I have been doing all these 3 years. So these are some bit of certifications, I'll say. Please don't go on the numbers; they are just there. It's like when you do one, you get the eligibility for doing the others. You get a green card for doing the other ones. And some certifications, if you do both of them, the third one gets automatically credited to you. So, for example, the first one is the data center virtualization. This is one which is a closed book. You will have to write it on the centers or in the online form in the presence of a proctor. It's a proctored exam. Before this, you will have to give a foundations training for foundations examination certification, which is just open book, and that's quite easy when I say it. If you have just a little expertise, you should be able to crack it. And the second and once you do the first one, the second one already gets credited to you, or it's like from these days. Earlier what it was like, VMware would be doing that. Okay, this such the VMware certifications will be having an expiry. Now the VMware certifications does not come with an expiry, and hence you see the dates here, a year as 2021. So earlier, the second one, if you see, it used to come with an expiry. So I recently did the 7.x one, and hence the top certification you can see over there. The third one is a lab based. First two are just the online or the objective ones or multiple choice questions. Third one is the lab based, and once you do the any of the first two, or and then the second one, and then this the third one, you automatically get this design. Okay, you will be or you'll be automatically getting the green light for the design. And once you write the design, the advanced professional and the design one, they both combinedly grant you this certification, implementation expert. Okay, and this is the same one. It has nothing to do, it's just the year difference. And then the final one I recently did was for Vison. So this is the gist of it. You don't need to bother about it a lot. Okay, it's just that the more you explore this opportunity of VMware and the VMware technology, the fundamentals to it, you get in depth to it, and you keep getting those interest and the kickstart. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I have done this, now let's do this. So I'll go with the next one, which holds more importance to you. So as you see, it's 6.7 and 7.0 Pro. So primarily we'll be doing 7.0 because 7.0 is the latest one. I mentioned 6.7 as well because that has opened. So some new changes has happened from 6.7, which is existing in 7.0 as well. Like the HTML5 functionality, it's fully functional in 6.7 onwards rather than the 6.5, which was having a partial functionality. I'll take you through all those terms. So please don't think like, okay, what is this? I don't get this terms. Yeah, so this is the whole module, I'll say. The modules are, as you can see, the first one is introduction to VMware vSphere, install, configure, manage. Like so a VMware engineer, whatever he or she does, is primarily the first one. The first topic, the first module, like what I would say, it encapsulates everything. Because once you say I install, I am good with the installation of VMware vSphere, I'm good with the configuration of VMware vSphere, and with the management of VMware vSphere, you are like I would say master of this art. So that is the first module. And the second one is introduction to vSphere and the software defined data center. It's like going through the details, like what is there. So, and the third one is creating virtual machines, starting from the fundamentals, like how a virtual machine is created, the snapshots and all everything. Fourth one being the vCenter server, which is the management plane for the ESXi, the virtual machines, the data stores, network switches, standards, distributed switches, everything. Fifth one comes for configuring and managing virtual networks, be it the distributed switches or the standard switches, which are There, so standard switch is a property of the physical ESXi host itself. But distributed switches are something which comes a bundle, or I would say a feature with the vCenter once you install the vCenter. So we'll be dealing with those aspects as well. Now let's move to module 6. Module 6 will be configuring and managing virtual storages, like creating data store, mounting data store, unmounting them, creating a LAN, and attaching the data stores or volumes to a virtual machine, and like creating snapshots. That will come in the third one itself. Apart from the managing virtual storage, it will be like creating a data store cluster so that you can create a pool of storage and uh, and be concern free, like okay, I should bother about the storage part, because now you already have the data store cluster, and it's like a pool of the storage, so you can easily fetch the whatever volume or storage you need to assign to the virtual machines. Now seventh will be the virtual machine management, which will be like creating a clone, creating templates, virtual machine tools, hardware versions of virtual machine. Apart from this, it will be like okay, oh, what is a vMotion. The other aspects of virtual machine management would be like creating snapshots, how to manage them, what are the best practices of snapshots. All those things will be for the virtual machine management. Eighth will be resource management and monitoring. It will be like more or less, you can say, how you scale your environment. So, for example, if someone has given you 1 TB, so you need to plan. Okay, based on the requirement, you need to plan how and what you will be assigning those resources. Because if you assign one particular VM with a good amount of resources, and that is not critical to the environment, and the other one which is critical to the environment, and you have not provided good amount of resources, that will be a big question, a big error in the whole environment, because the critical ones needs to have good amount of resources assigned. Apart from this, the ninth module covers vSphere HA, vSphere fault tolerance, and protection data, and protecting data, that is data protection. So in the ninth part, I'll say vSphere HA is something which is a vCenter feature, but it necessarily does not need vCenter to function. It just needs vCenter for the installation. vSphere fault tolerance, as you know, like it's creating a replica of the VM on two separate ESXi hosts so that you can have the redundancy. And these are done for the business critical applications like so VMs which run the ATMs, VMs which run the finance, VMs which run the which host the payroll applications and all. And the protection data to like ensure if my site goes down, I have the protection data enabled, and the other redundancy will be there once protection data is enabled. Even in case of isolation or the failure, you'll be having the protect with the help of protection data, you can have your stuff still running in the environment without any production down impact. Tenth one is vSphere DRS, which is like distributed resource scheduler. It's like in a cluster, when you enable it, it has a pool of resources, right? And the vCenter, in case any issues are there on any of the hosts, it will try to balance the resources. Or for example, one ESXi host has too many VMs and the other one has very less VMs. It will try to balance it among the ESXi host by automatically migrating it. So we'll be going through all these details through the training, through the every modules. These are just a like overview, I'll say, or the headlines of every module, so that it could give you a bigger picture. Okay, what in detail we'll be going through this. Module 11 will be the vSphere Update Manager, and as you know, Update Manager is required for installation of vCenter, installation upgrade of vCenter ESXi host, for VMware tools upgrade, and other firmware upgrades for the ESXi host. Apart from this, there will be a bonus module which will be containing the tips and tricks on the most commonly reported issues. Because see, as I have worked in IBM, having a vast knowledge of VMware and Windows, primarily VMware, I'll say, though I was the platform, I'll say it's Windows. So when I went to VMware, that I got the real problems, because customers having n number of issues with a weird setup of the environment will be coming to you and will be saying, "Hey, can you fix my environment? I got this issue." So there are always tips and tricks to go through it, to work around it, rather than following a direct course of action. So there are always tips and tricks, and that depends on what the issue is, what the environment is, and how it is impacted. In those cases only we'll be following those tips and tricks. Apart from this, there will be there will be some sort of certificate assistance as well, because as I have a good amount of expertise in the certification, so I can guide you through it as well. So this is the module one, as I was saying, course introduction, introduction to software defined data center, all the modules I said, the 11 modules, which will be an introduction part. The second module is the overview of vSphere and the software defined data center, which would cover overview of a virtual machine, shared resources, overview of a ESXi, and like overview of vCenter server. Third one will be, as I mentioned, it was for virtual machine, so it will be virtual machine concepts and creating a virtual machine, how to create it. Module 4 will be for vCenter server architecture, like deploying, how to take a backup of a vCenter, how to restore a vCenter appliance, and the vSphere clients. vSphere clients, I won't say they exist anymore, because now we only have the HTML5 client. We don't have vSphere client in our environment. From 6 or 7 onwards, it's just a HTML fully functional client. And then we'll be covering in this module for managing the vCenter inventory, how to manage the objects in the sense, I'll say the cluster, the VMs, the templates, the data stores, and the ESXi host. Apart from this, there will be vCenter server roles and permissions, like what roles, what permissions, what privileges you need to assign to a particular user, so that you don't assign, you don't fall in such a situation where you assign all the permissions, or I would say the super permissions to someone who is not entitled to. So you can filter those roles and permissions any moment of time. Model fifth will be switches, virtual networks, as I mentioned. So it will be standard switches, configuring standard switch policies as well. Okay. Then the virtual storage comes here. So it will be storage concepts, fiber channel storage, what it is, iSCSI storage, VMFS data stores, NFS data stores, and the vCenter data stores. So these are the format of data stores which vCenter supports, our VMware environment supports. The seventh would be the vSphere virtual machine management, which includes, as I mentioned, creating templates and clones, working with content libraries, modifying virtual machines, migrating virtual machines, creating virtual machine snapshots as well. The eighth will be virtual CPU and memory concepts, resource controls, resource pools, creating VFs, monitoring resource use using alarms and all. Okay. And hey guys, let me know if I'm going fast. Okay, do stop me. Feel free to stop me. Okay, at any point of time. Why I am going a bit fast, because this is a demo lecture and I need to ensure that within 45 minutes I cover everything, and then I give you the forum so that you can throw your questions, and then I would be glad to answer them. Okay, so do stop me at any point of time. Yeah, this one I already covered. This will be for the vSphere DRS. Now comes the introduction to vSphere HA, vSphere HA architecture, how to configure vSphere HA. I'll be also taking through the day in, day out issues which are reported for HA and how to fix them. An introduction to vSphere fault tolerance, vSphere replication, and vSphere data protection, as I mentioned. Now for this one, module 10, you will be like having the description of the functions of a vSphere DRS cluster, how a DRS cluster is created, how to enable that particular feature, and then you will be taken through how to view the information of a DRS cluster, because DRS cluster holds a lot of information, and how to remove a host from a vSphere DRS cluster, how to add a host to vSphere DRS cluster. All these things will be taken care of. Module 11 is the last module, which is for the update manager, and it describes the update manager functionality, list of steps to install vSphere update manager. So now update manager installation is not required, because it comes in a bundled format from after 6.5 onwards. In 6.5, we had the option of installing it separately or in a bundled format. So now it comes in a bundled format, so that it does not let you take the pain of managing two environments, or two different setups. It's everything bundled up in one single pane, which is the vCenter. And the third one is using vSphere Update Manager to create and attach baselines. Moving to the bonus module, as I mentioned, tips and tricks on common reported issues in VMware environment. My bad, I missed the issues portion over here. I'll definitely edit it. And the prerequisites for learning VMware and installing configuring vSphere vCenter. assistance for preparing for certifications of VMware products. And after this, here it comes, like, why should you join this course? So, as you know, like freshers who all are looking for a kickstarting their career and make a mark in the virtual environment, virtualization world, VMware is the best place in technology when it comes to virtualization. Trust me, these words really mean a lot to me. It has kickstarted my career, and here I am in Walmart with the same expertise and the same demand. Now, as you know, VMware technology is widespread and widely used in every sector, be it finance, banking, service sector, IT sector, OTT. You'd be surprised to know Book My Show platform uses VMware as its pioneer, as its partner for managing everything. You'd be wondering, sometime back there was Avengers Endgame, and the bookings were like record bookings of that particular movie in the theaters, and that was done through Book My Show. VMware was the company who managed all those peak orders and the orders per minute, the request per minute across the globe, not just India, across the globe. The multimedia and so on. So the names are countless for the industries which use VMware technology, and being widely used, it offers great career opportunities. The professional growth in this technology is unmatchable and offers handsome salary packages as well. Definitely, that's the key part. Now, once you have good expertise in VMware technology, you can easily exercise this experience to become a DevOps engineer, or even enhance your knowledge in terms of like any cloud engineer or being a solution architect, because this gives you the base, the fundamentals, and once your foundation, your base is clear, you can keep climbing up the ladder, and hence the career opportunities is numerous. And one more thing which should drive you to join this course is me being having 6 years of vast industry experience with 2.5 experience in VMware company itself, having in and out knowledge of what all stuffs are there, how things are dealt, and like how what are the tips and tricks, everything. So that definitely gives a good level of experience and insight to me, which I can showcase to my peers or the fellow members whoever get assigned to me or I am allocated to them. And holding certifications or different levels for better experience as well, because uh, when someone says, like, hey, I know this, hey, I know that, the next question the person will be asking, or the manager will be asking, do you hold any certification in this? Because it's like, okay, this is your eligibility criteria, this is your like a trademark. Okay, I have the certification, that means I'm the best trainer, or I'm a very good trainer. No, please don't go by that. Even I'm saying for myself as well, please don't go by that. You always see the experience what the person holds, irrespective of the certifications. Okay, and this course is economical as well. It comes with labs and hands-on. And as you know, VMware hands-on labs is there. So it is like a 60 time, a 60 minutes, what you say, reschedulable lab, which VMware offers free of cost to everyone over there. That doesn't require any memberships or something. And I can take you through it. So we will be having lab exercises as well, like, okay, creating virtual machine, how to create it. I can even demo you and even let you guys create and have the real hands-on, I'll say. So these would be the couple of points which should be taken into account, like, okay, or having the expectation that, okay, what I can expect from this training, and this is what I would be getting from this training. So that there's something reality and there is something expectation. So both the things should always be set clear. Yeah. So this is all I'll say here. And apart from this, I'll also take you through this quick thing.
Is our meeting has ended or hello? Is there anyone?
Yeah, I'm also looking at
Is, uh,
it. Maybe he will rejoin also.
I think I got disconnected. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys must have seen this. This thing was covered, right? This part you got through this?
could you please share your screen?
Yeah.
We are unable to see the screen. Can you
Oh,
please
one
share?
second.
Yeah.
One second. So you guys followed me till this one, right?
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. So yeah, the other thing what I was trying to show you is this one. So this is one thing like the course overview that was the PPT thing I'll say, and this is the detailed one of the like something very jotted down on the points format. Just ignore the first portion because this one consists of only 8 modules, but yeah, in total 11 modules is one which gives a thorough understanding of the VMware and the like technology what the VMware brings in. Okay. So yep, as I was saying, the salaried prospects of VMware certified professionals, and one thing as I mentioned, with every certification you add value to yourself, to your career, to your professional curriculum or resume, I'll say, because the more you are certified, it does give a outline that okay, this guy knows this, he's certified, and you have a justification that okay, I know this. Do you hold a certification? Yes, I hold it. Here's it, look for it. So those like people are given they have a upper hand, I'll say. The more technologies you understand, because unless you understand a technology, you get yourself to make your hands dirty, you like understand in and out of it, only then you'll be planning to of doing a certification, right? Because just waking up a morning and thinking okay, today I'll do this certification, come on dude, the terms are available. But until and unless it interests you, it gives you that excitement, okay, I should do the certification. And without having any understanding, just going with the terms, no, that doesn't make sense at all. Because even to understand the terms, you'll be having, you'll require to have fundamental knowledge. And that is what the certification is required for it. Okay. So as I mentioned, like these are the industry uh, pay, I'll say, for the certified VMware professionals, and VMware itself, they keep hiring resources every year because in VMware the the demand is immense, not just in support companies, the service based companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and pretty much every company out there, I'll say pretty much every company, with Google, with Amazon, they themselves use VMware at the back end. Somewhere or the other, VMware is involved in their environment. And VMware company itself, it has number of peoples because it has to run a show all round the clock, 24 by 7. It has to run a show, and for that it needs people who hold good expertise in VMware. And the moment they say okay, at least one certification this guy holds, at least the fundamentals, then they are good to go. So this is what is very important, I'll say. And yeah, with the job prospects, as you see, like enterprises that are actively hiring VMware certified professionals, including Dell EMC. So Dell EMC and VMware, they are like a brother sister, I'll say. They both are like sometimes the Dell owns VMware, and sometimes the child itself starts owning the parent company. So it happens. It goes hand in hand at times. Fujitsu, IBM, Accenture, United Lex, Perkin, Elmer, Walmart, the company where I'm working currently, Sexsoft, Optum, Vision IT, Blue Curtain. The numbers are immense. I'll tell you, immense. It does not just gives you the opportunities in India, it gives you opportunities abroad as well. Yeah, so this was all I could have shared in the demo. And yeah, shoot any questions if you have any questions. Okay, any kind of things you wanted to know, like okay, like what I can expect, what will be there, anything.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, what's your
Yeah,
name?
my name is Rahul.
Hey Rahul, yeah, go ahead, Rahul.
We have only VMware in our market. I mean, in the virtualization sector.
Yes, in virtualization, see, even Nutanix has come up. Okay, I'll tell you. But the technology VMware has, the stability, redundancy, and like the like business critical applications, what VMware can hold is impeccable. Nobody can match it.
Okay.
And it has kept itself improvising, enhancing and modifying so that it can be at par and be the and lead the market. Because even Nutanix hardwares, they host VMware technology. They install VMware technology. So in my company itself, in Walmart, we have VMware as well as in Nutanix. So in VMware, you won't see any Nutanix installations. But imagine a Nutanix hardware hosting a VMware application, and it does. So you can imagine like how they have like pioneered in their environment. So there are other technologies as well as I mentioned, but yeah, VMware is the most trusted and reliable, and the one which was in demand, which is in demand, and which will be in demand because it creates a base for you so that you can add other feathers in your cap like DevOps, AWS, being a cloud engineer, cloud architect, and then solutions architect. So these are like stepping stones. You understand?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, one more thing.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I mean, we can stay here in this technology, or we can migrate to another technology.
Exactly. So, see, as I told you, DevOps, right? Okay. So you first start exploring a technology because VMware is being used everywhere. By everywhere, I mean everywhere. Okay. Even cloud technology platforms, they use VMware at the base.
Okay.
Okay, even like for example, most of the universities, what they use is Horizon VDE, like having a single repository, a master box from where it is cascaded or telecasted to other peers in the sense like just the desktops. You just need to access that link and you get everything out there like a virtual machine. So this is what VMware is, and you can definitely come out of it. You can automate things. You can use Python scripts to ensure the VMware environment is redundant, like installation, configuration, create monitoring stuff for the VMware environment using different automation scripts. You can even like whatever creates or whatever tickets or issues are generated, what you can do is you can create scripts so that it automatically performs those steps which you would be doing manually and resolving the issue. So but that thing you will be only able to do when you understand the fundamentals, like okay, this is the functionality, this is how it works. You should be able to connect those dots, and for connecting those dots you need to have the in-depth knowledge of it. Only then you can explore, okay, what best I can do from here. So that is when it comes like automating, scripting, creating partial scripts using Python, using other tools to make it more automated rather than manual stuffs, this is what you can do.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions, anyone? Please feel free to ask. See, whenever I was asked to ask any questions in school, I was like, oh my God, please just end it, man. I need to go. But yeah, it doesn't work. I learned over the period of time that the same thing I can't apply everywhere. So please feel free to ask. I'm not gonna judge anyone. Even I have been in your shoes some time back. So if you feel yourself comfortable in asking any question, be it childish, be it silly, nobody's gonna judge you.
Hi. I don't have
Hi.
any, but regarding certification, I want to know like how many days we will be having the course. then
Mhm.
can we get into do the certification?
Hey, Mamidi, so the course will be of a 30 day, it will be 30 hours duration. Okay. We won't stick to it like, okay, 1 hour every day because it could be situations where majority of the people would be like, okay, this day we won't be available. So some days we'll be like clubbing it 2 hours, and some day we'll be like, okay, going with the daily 1 hour thing. Because November being the festivity month, also many of them will be like on and off. So it will be a 30 hours. Anyhow, we'll be completing the 30 hours training. And after that, you should be good to take the certification. And yeah, that is some amount which needs to be paid for getting the candidate VMID and then the certificate course as well. But yeah, we'll be assisting you on the certification part. But yes, the monetary part you will require to take care of yourself. But yes, apart from this, after 30 hours of course, you should be good to take the certification and all.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
And don't
Thank
worry, like all through this training, I will be asking the questions. I will be sharing the stuff, sharing the stuffs in the sense like the questions which has been coming in the exams, which has been being asked in the certifications, so that you guys get an idea. Like, okay, this is how it's there in the certification exams, and how you can excel that.
you. Okay, got it.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Bharat, yeah, go ahead, Bharat.
My question is if I want to change shift the domain, is it good to go with actually I'm working. I was into another domain, so I want to change the domain. I have 5+ years of experience.
So what domain you are having right now?
Yeah, actually I'm into um business analyst and project management domain.
Okay, so you mean to say that you want to add some technological expertise to
Yeah,
that role, right? Okay,
yes,
see,
yes,
I'll give you a quick example, okay? A very, very sweet and quick example. So when
yeah,
I started my career in 2015 IBM, we all were like college hires, and we were like deputed in different technologies and different projects, okay? After receiving the training, as because when the company sees that, okay, these many people are on bench, they just assign any project, irrespective of what training they have received on what technology, right? So I was glad, I was fortunate enough I got WinServe VMware. So generally, Windows and VMware is collaboratively termed as WinServe, just for your information. So the other people
yeah,
they got opportunities like ID creation for the new joinees. So imagine the what would have gone through them. Like, I got this training, and here is what I'm doing. But yeah, fine. We need to do something to sustain for the living, right? But no, what they did is over the period of time, they kept on learning stuffs. They kept on exploring, like, okay, what is the industry demand? They kept on upskilling themselves, not just stayed there creating the tickets and all. And now they are AWS engineers, they are DevOps engineers, and they're excelling in their environment. So Bharat, there is no limitation on whether you can change the domain or not. It's all the skills which you imbibe, and then the others see, and not just see, even you can showcase at different levels. You can look for the opportunities, be it internally, be it externally, and see, like, okay, and feel confident that, okay, I'm good in this, and let's try to make a move. And definitely you can change the domain any point of time, any point of time.
yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. I know some of guys got late somehow, and could have missed few things. But just in short, we won't be so much disciplined in the sense like how it used to happen in school and colleges, like, okay, just study. No, we will be trying to keep it of fun connect along with the learnings, so that nobody gets bored. Because trust me, being a trainer myself, I have been sleeping in all the lectures, all the trainings, not just in school, college, even in the office meetings, which is done in the closed cabins. So I've been sleeping at the first on the first row itself. So I can understand how trainers make the training boring, and how it's like, okay, I just want to go out. So I'll make sure that doesn't happen, and we'll keep all of us connected. We'll keep all of you connected, and yeah, together, hand in hand, we can complete this and yeah, excel out of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So if we are all good, then I can give you your your 9 minutes back, and you can have a lovely evening. So are there any further questions? And anything I can cover or I can answer, it would be my pleasure. And just one more thing, even if you have any further questions, even post this training, maybe, because it happens a lot of times that, okay, hey, I was not able to ask this question. Now where should I ask and whom should I ask? So you can drop an email on this one. I'll also paste this in the chat. You guys can copy. Okay. And the recording of this whole demo will definitely be shared to you for your view, and for even for sharing it with your peers if you feel it worth sharing. And yeah, anytime, do reach out to us with any questions you have related with the training, related with the course, related with the module, anything. We should be glad to assist you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, one dot actually.
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, already we have I mean, old versions in VMware,
Uh-huh.
like 6.2, 6.5, and 5.5. Can we compare with the new version with that? Can we come over all the things which we have on the old versions in the new version?
Definitely, we can come from the old to the new ones, but see, VMware will never provide you any support. It's just that you will be required to do it on your own. So 4.1, 5.0, 5.5, 6.0, they all have reached end of life. 6.5 will be going end of life very soon in the sense in 2022. So you will be required to follow the upgrade path. So from 4.1, you can't directly come to 6.5 or something. Okay. So you will be required to follow the upgrade path. From 4.1, you will be required to upgrade it to 5.5. From 5.5, you will be required to upgrade it to 6.5, and then 6.5 to 7.0 being the latest. So you'll be required to follow the upgrade path. And in this one, always the vCenter upgrade will be done first, and then the ESXi host. Because as per the rule, VMware vCenter version should never be, ESXi version should never be greater than vCenter version. It should always be equal or below vCenter version. Only then vCenter will support ESXi host, and all the other functionalities.
It means both are different products, or and what is this?
See, vCenter is a VM which manages the whole environment, and
Okay,
ESXi
okay,
is a hypervisor. So
okay,
whenever someone says vSphere, he talks about the hypervisor, the ESXi, which you say in layman terms, right? So that is a completely different OS, which is installed on the hardware, be it HP, be it Dell, be it IBM, Lenovo X Clarity, be it Nutanix, be it Cisco. So we install the hypervisor, which is the ESXi, different version like 6.5, 6.7, 7.0. So they do have a further build versions like 6.5 is U2, 6.5 U3, 6.5 U1. So this is there. And vCenter is a completely different thing. It's a VM. It's actually a virtual VM appliance, a Linux-based appliance, which manages the whole environment, all the features like HA, DIS,
okay,
migrating all the VMs, everything.
okay,
It's a management pane. vCenter is a management pane, and ESXi VMs are their entities or the objects, inventory objects.
okay. Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Any other questions, anyone? Let me know. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get the intro of everyone. Can all of you just give a one-liner about yourself so I'll get to know all of you. My bad, I had to do it at the end because most of us didn't join. Bharat, from you, I see you the top.
Yeah, myself, Bharat Kumar Batini. Currently, I'm from Hyderabad. Currently
Great.
working with CGI.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you, my domain. So I'm looking forward for the new technology to learn and shift the domain.
Yeah,
So
great.
that's why I'm taking the
Yeah.
domain. Yeah.
Okay. Over to you, Mamidi. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I
Yeah.
uh,
Hi. Hello.
I'm Tejasvi. I'm from Hyderabad. So presently, I'm working with the Infosys.
Mm-hmm.
So I had experience on Windows for 3 years, and
Mm-hmm.
then I uh, recently I joined in VMware technology actually. So it's a new
That's
project.
great.
So I
That's
have
great.
to. So I need to learn many things in VMware,
Yeah, yeah,
how it goes.
yeah. And yeah, great. Thanks, Tejasvi. Yes, Rahul, you're the first one to join.
Yes. I'm from Hyderabad.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm
great.
from non-IT background. I'm looking for the new
Mm.
technology
Oh,
from admin side. So that's why
great,
I'm yeah.
great. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Santosh. Yeah, over to you.
Yeah, myself Santosh. I'm from Hyderabad. So I'm currently working at TCS as a Linux administrator. So I'm looking for the domain change. So
Great. And you know what? All these companies, Infosys, TCS, HCL, they use VMware a lot. And if you have good expertise in VMware and the Windows VMware administration, they have a lot of opportunities of giving you on-site as well. Because on-site in US and all, VMware is used, it is widely spread across many sectors. Just to add to this. So, yep, I think we all are good. Nice connect, folks, and hope to catch up soon on this. So, have a lovely evening, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. I know tomorrow again you will be having the Monday blues, but yeah, welcome it. Yeah, take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you.
safe and sound weekend. Enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.
thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.